Hi. I can't hear you because your phone is on.
Fix that. Perfect. How are you?
Hello, how are you doing?
Good. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Nice to meet you too. Let's see who comes forth.
Mm-hmm.
You have a male that came forth. Very slender male. It's like his hair, everything is white. White hair, white mustache. I guess I don't need to say the color. Just got. I feel like I have to because some people don't come out with everything white like that. So even though his hair is white, he doesn't look old. He might be a very old man, but he doesn't look that old to me. Very active, active looking. So he might.
That makes sense to me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now I feel like my spirit don't say that because I feel like because I see Dr. Rebecca Nicholson, like I'm seeing this guy in not a lab coat, like a lab coat, but a white. And I'm like, come on now.
You know what? Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. We're
Okay, all right.
experimenting. See what happens.
You know that guy. You know the guy from it's a guy from the TV show. I can't remember the TV show now, but yeah, his hair was white, and he's walking in this white jacket. I can't remember what movie it is. I mean, what TV show it is. Everybody know it. Oh. Anyway, that's what's coming to me. That's what I keep seeing. This guy from the show, and so I have to describe him like that too. Okay, let me just keep going. I'm sorry.
No, you're doing great.
Now he's showing me himself. It's like golf. He's also showing me himself holding a baby. They're having me focus on him holding his baby. And it's like the baby's wrapped in pink or is wearing pink and it's like wrapped. He's holding it, showing me he's holding his baby. Okay. And now he's showing me, and so I think he's just showing memory. He's showing me another moment where he's outside looking at a child on a bike with like training wheels. Boy child. School age, maybe younger. It's also showing me it's like he delegated. I see him in the car, in the back seat of a car, and it's like telling somebody take notes for this and don't forget to like I feel like he's delegating or telling this person to different tasks or something. He's doing this with a champagne glass to me. It's like cheers to I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna keep going. Okay, so I'm seeing it a little bit more clear. He got his arm around someone and they're going like this with the cheers. See a balcony and them two at night. They're looking at like the moon over the balcony, but I don't think they're somewhere like they normally are. So I don't want to make it fit. Let me just be quiet and just keep going. Look, I feel like they're in like a different country or something. Let me keep going. And he's saying an R name. And I see him pacing. His arm is behind his back and he's like pacing. He's like, I see this like a pin. Just and his arm behind his back, he's pacing back and forth, like thinking. I feel like this is a memory as well. Maybe not, but he's showing me motorcycles or him on a motorcycle. People on motorcycles. Did he smoke cigars?
I'm not exactly sure who this is.
You don't know who this is? Oh my God, he's showing me so much.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it's probably smart for you to keep going with it. I'm just writing it down.
Okay.
And sometimes like they show themselves differently.
I see him with his legs crossed. His legs crossed. Legs like on the back of this boat. His legs crossed. It's like he's like looking at the scene, or just like that's a relaxing place for him. Legs crossed and he's looking at like sitting at the back of the boat. Because I don't see anything at the bottom of the boat, like not the bottom, but the back of the boat. It's like open.
Mhm.
Yeah, with the cigar. Okay, so I keep hearing October, July, October, July, October, July.
Mhm.
Be 2 months. So I'm gonna pull back from him. Okay, so all right, Rebecca. I was like, you show me so much. And there
Does,
I am, I can't connect.
does he have a message?
Oh, message. Hearing the name Roscoe. Roscoe, Ross. Okay, I'm hearing things may get hard. Things may get hard. Things may get hard, but you have the tools. I'm hearing things may get hard, but you already have the tools you need.
Mhm.
Just understand how to use the tools that you have. Keep saying, like, your voice, your voice, your voice is a tool. I don't know if you're a risk taker, or if you are a risk taker. Okay. Because I feel like I want to say that there's a box there, but it's like, no, she deleted the box. Like, she's a risk taker. She's going beyond the box. She doesn't
Yeah,
place her.
definitely.
And because you're a risk taker, it's like it's like a lot of things don't phase you. A lot of things don't phase you. It's like, no, I want to know. It's like you are um, a matter of fact kind of person. Like, matter of fact, that's not the truth. Matter of fact, I looked this up and the evidence shows. Matter of fact. So it's like, no, don't come at me with the bullshit. I can read right through it. Matter of fact.
Yeah, just like that.
Really?
Oh yeah. The nice face, it throws everyone off. I'll fucking cut you. Yeah, don't. And they all come at me with the bullshit.
Like, I can see right through that shit. And matter of fact, let me tell you about yourself.
Just like
And I
that.
never got that from you, Rebecca. Just looking at you, I wouldn't even know that you would be like that. Oh my God. But because usually the last few people are like, they're in the box, they created this box. And I'm like, okay, let's see if Rebecca's in this box. Like, she's not in no fucking box. She knows she not with the shits. You already know nobody can bullshit you. And it's like your voice, your voice, your voice. Oh my God, it carries, and it's impactful. Your voice is impactful. So maybe, people may feel like, oh my God, she was very crass and she was but they walk away with it and like, I will never forget that shit she said to me. I will never forget that. Yeah. Say the same thing. Yeah, she don't take risks. I mean, she's beyond the risk. Like you got this, but it might get a little bit harder. Things are about to get a little bit harder, but you don't, it's like it won't bother you because he's like, you're up for the challenge. Like, yeah, bring it because I'm not afraid. So I think that's the message. I think that's the message. It's gonna get a little bit harder for you. It may seem like it, but it's not gonna be hard because it's like bring it, but you can easily breeze through it because you're a risk taker. It's like you don't give a shit. Show me, challenge me. That's what I have for you, Rebecca.
That is an awesome message.
Really?
Oh my God. That's like, yes, that's like, do you want the context?
You can tell me everything.
Okay. So, okay. Thank you. That's like, there's this person who keeps coming through, this man.
Oh, shoot.
And he keeps coming through and he comes through in all these different ways. Like he's actually, like mediums read the dead, but then also they'll say sometimes people with dementia come through or sometimes people with brain damage. And there's something with it where, like those people are sort of in the in-between. And so you read those people, and this is one of those people. And I did this dude just comes through in mediumship. I don't even know him that well. And he comes through in mediumship readings. And this is like the 25th that he's come through. Like he keeps coming. Yeah. And it's like, it's all stuff. I'm like, is this it? And it's like, but it's all these different aspects of him. So it's like when you said like the doctor code.
Yeah.
He's finishing his doctoral degree. He's not like a doctor, but and so when you said like old, but like doesn't, but like isn't, he's like,
Yeah.
he's lived, he's in his 40s, like he's lived, he's had this life,
Oh my
these special
God.
forces. So he's almost like he's white, but he's very active, like he's not old, but he's
Oh
just
my
like,
God. Yeah,
he's
I was
like,
like, he doesn't look old, but he got okay, that makes so much sense.
yeah, he's lived like 200 years in probably the life that he's like
Yeah.
in the years that he's been here. So yeah,
Wow.
like, so that's like, this is an interesting way for the description. Yeah. And then when you said about like holding a baby girl, that's come through in other readings about like he's got a daughter. Like I only,
You only know because of the readings you've had before, so it makes sense.
and then what, so the way that I know him, and that's like, that's interesting because that's what the
Oh.
message is about. The
Mhm.
way that I know him is from a professional setting. I looked him up because he used to speak on a topic that I research now. Yeah, it's like a military, like, you know, like people in the military, they've got like all these hangups with death. And so
Yeah.
in combat, like trauma is the number one thing that gives you is like spiritual experiences. It's like they have all this weird shit happening to them, but they don't know what it is. So they think they're going crazy and they like, and so they don't report it and they're just committing suicide. So like when I'm looking at literature, I'm like, this is something, you're not naming it
Yeah.
correctly. This is something it's already named in literature. But anyway, so this is like, it's in
That's why
that
I saw him
space.
getting ready to do because I saw him in the back seat telling somebody to take notes, like, and write this down and write this down. So that makes, oh my God, Rebecca, go ahead.
Yep. And he was a commanding officer. So he would have been delegating tasks and pay attention and do this stuff. And yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, like, yeah. Like, let me go through your evidence. It was really good because I wrote everything down. Yep. Active looking. Yep. The way, I don't know about the golf, but it would make sense because he also worked in corporate settings and like very like man's man type person, like to the point where it's annoying to talk with him. And then let me see. I don't know about the boy. Yeah, when you were saying about like the delegating, if he was in the backseat, I mean, it would make sense that like somebody's driving him around. So I don't know about Ross, but I write it down because I learn more. And then in other readings, the same evidence it'll get presented in a lot of different ways. So like it stacks, like, so it's like data collection, it stacks on itself.
Yeah.
And then this was like something like the pacing, the thinking, absolutely. And then when you mentioned about the boat, the relaxing place in the boat, and like not in the ocean, but just like the boat, like that gets mentioned just about every single reading about like that's a place where he's like relaxing. So it's like there are a few like really specific descriptives.
Wow.
And so the message, I'm going like, I can't even figure out why why they keep answering my calls, but you know, like how we get called to do really weird things once we turn this corner. So yeah, like my degree is in conflict resolution. So I study war and trauma and all this. So like, and now like in this stuff, I've taken it. So anyway, I'm going into these military settings now. And I'm like, so you're having spiritual transformative experiences. It's not your imagination. When you think you see a dead person, they're right there. And when you're talking with, they're right there. And it's okay. Like, so like kind of like normalizing it. But but the thing is like, even though all these people are having these conversations, nobody will say it out loud because they're all in the military. They're not allowed to say it. So like, I'm the one who has to take all the hits and be like, oh, like I'm off, I'm weird, like I'm a witch, I'm fuck, like, okay.
Yeah.
So like that's all the weird stuff that comes at me.
Mhm.
But they keep answering my calls. So I keep saying like, okay, I'll keep doing this because like I know like I'll keep doing this. And then when the faucet shuts off, it's off.
Yeah, right.
But
But
the
you
doors keep opening and like people in oddly high positions are like talking to me about this. Right. That's what I do. I was like, okay, it's interesting.
it's gonna get tougher. It's gonna get tougher. That's what he said. It's gonna get tougher.
That's
Oh,
like,
I got goosebumps.
and that's consistent with other messages too about that. It's like you're gonna get challenged. It's they're not welcoming this with open arms. You're gonna get challenged. But yeah, so like, thank you. That was such a good message. That was such a good message. Thank you. It was such a good, such a needed message.
Thank you
Oh my
for
God.
allowing me to do this. I remember, I'm like, I don't know if I'm doing this right. I don't even know. So thank you.
Do you practice psychic readings?
Rebecca, you're like the third person that told me they think I'm psychic. And
Dude, you're on fire, psychic.
shut up. You think so?
Yes. Yep. And you have it like you have a mix like I have, where I'll get the person, but the person's not the significant thing. I'll get enough evidence so that the sitter understands who they're talking to. And then the messages come, but it's like it tells a story. And so, yeah, so like, oh no, you've got a lot of things going on. And that's why, like, if you were doing just mediumship, it would probably be easier for you, but you're working with a lot more tools than other people are working with.
So I need to practice more. I'm over here like, I need to practice mediumship. I don't know. And then somebody sent me a picture and it's like, could you do mediumship on the, I said, what? No, I need to see your face so I could. She's like, no, you can do it on the picture. I can?
Did you try it?
Try it.
Right.
I was like, holy shit. Thank you, Rebecca, so much.
It's such a pleasure. I'll talk with you soon.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, bye.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to follow me on all social media platforms.